Hello, it's Amy, and are you ready for 20 minutes of core work? This is a Pilates routine. Now, don't go running away. Pilates is amazing. It works everything from the tops of your legs up to your armpits. And a strong core equals a strong body. This is a beginner routine, so I'm going to be stepping through some of the more basic Pilates moves. You will be getting a core workout. You'll be doing something for your posture, your low back pain, and just all around overall good health. All right, you will need a mat or unless you're on a cushy carpet. You won't need any other equipment. Pilates is all about the breath. So when you breathe in and then when you breathe out, I want you to contract your tummy. I'll try to cue you throughout the moves, but if I forget, the exhale is a contraction of the belly. Let's get started with imprinting of the spine, warming up. So lying down on your mat. Now, if you lie down on your mat and your head cannot touch the ground very easily because of shoulder issues or anything else and your chin's up here, I want you to grab a pillow so that your chin is slightly tucked down, okay, not jutted up. All right, we're going to imprint the spine. So imagine that you're lying in a sandbox. And then you push that low back into the sand and make an imprint of your spine. You can see all those vertebrae. Now inhale and lift that low back up off the mat. And exhale and push your low back down on the mat. And inhale back and forth at your own pace, trying to get some spinal flexibility, warming up the low back. Next move, warming up the upper spine and neck. Bringing your chin to your chest, making a double chin, head stays on your mat, and then lift up. Exhale, bringing your chin down, making a double chest, stretching the upper the upper spine and neck, back and forth at your own pace, inhaling on the lift and exhaling on the lower, as if someone's pulling your head off your shoulder blades, getting a nice stretch up there. All right, we're going to do some pelvic tilts, keeping the feet flat on the floor. Push your low back into the mat, squeeze your pelvis area, and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now completely relax your pelvic area. Now squeeze everything as if you're trying not to go potty for 3, 2, 1, and release. This is an excellent pelvic floor exercise. And squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give me just 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give me 1 more squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now we're going to warm up the whole body, pumping blood from our nose to our toes with the hundreds. I'm going to start you out keeping your head on the mat, bringing one knee up and then the other knee up. Arms out, and you're going to start pumping your arms, breathing in and out. Okay, now if you want to take this up a level, there's a couple things you can do. You can bring your shoulder blades up off the mat, unless you've been diagnosed with osteoporosis. I don't want you to do this move. Or you can keep your head down and bring your legs out. Or for the last 30 seconds, you can do both. This is a full 100, okay? It's a move in Pilates to get the blood pumping. Breathing in and breathing out, pumping your arms as if you're splashing water, setting your head down at any time that you need to. Just making this your own, working on that core. I'm doing a little bit more challenging to push anyone watching that wants to be pushed just a little bit. Bring those knees in, circle them around, give that low back some love. That's a traditional move that you do in Pilates to get warmed up. You've got to make it your own, no matter what. All right, legs at tabletop, your shins at the tabletop. Push your low back into the mat. Head stays on the mat. Take 1 foot down towards the floor and then up, and then the other one. You're keeping a 90-degree bend in your knees. You are not bending your knee joint at all. The only joint that's moving is your hip joint. And that you keep that low back pushed down. Feel how hard it is to keep that tummy nice and controlled. As soon as the tummy gets tired, your back's going to start lifting up. And notice the difference of how that feels when your back is up off the floor. That's when you start hurting your back. In Pilates, I hear a lot of people, neck and back issues. because they try to do too much too quickly. Last one. Bring those knees into your chest. I'm going to make this a little bit harder. If this next move is too much for you, go back to alternating heel taps or toe taps. Feet together, knees together, low back, push down onto the mat. Both legs come down. Whoa, that's a little bit harder. Inhale on the lower, and exhale, contract your tummy on the lift, keeping that low back on the mat. You don't have to go all the way down. You can experiment with just little baby moves. You can feel that as well, or just go back to alternating, okay? Keep going. Oh, feel that tummy work. If you are very new to Pilates, I want you to only do a couple of these. Otherwise, you'll feel it tomorrow. All right, bring those knees in, circle them around. If you do have low back issues, we're going to come up to sitting. I want you to turn onto your side and push yourself up. That's how you should be getting out of bed if you've got some back problem. We're going to do a half roll back. All right, this can be, anybody can do this one. All right, so arms out, knees bent. You're going to just collapse your spine and roll back part way, and then come back up. And collapse your spine and roll back. What you're trying to do is keep the tummy engaged by that collapsing and that curving of the spine. I would ask your doctor, if you have osteoporosis, I would ask your doctor if you could do these or not. I'm not 100% sure this is a good one because you are curving your spine. And if you do have osteoporosis, your spine is a lot more at risk of fractures, and we do not want those. Okay, now, if that was too difficult, or if that was difficult, skip this next one altogether. I'm going to show you an alternative in the inset, okay? So we're going to do a roll up. We're going to start from the seated position. This is hard for a lot of people. Slowly roll yourself all the way down. And then you're going to roll yourself back up. Easy peasy, right? This is very difficult for a lot of people. If you cannot do a full roll back, stick with those half rollbacks that I did earlier. Keep going if you can do it. If not, you can just do a little bit of a roll back here. Okay? The key is no momentum, so you need to do it nice and slow and controlled. And then at the top, you're giving yourself a little stretch. If you have osteoporosis, you are not doing this one. I'll show you an alternative. Good. Good. Now slowly roll yourself all the way down if you're not already there. All right, we're going to start our classic Pilates series. I'm going for quite a long time because we're going to be working on our form, all right? And I'll show you some modifications. Hands behind your legs, lifting your shoulder blades up off the mat so you can look through your legs. You're bringing one leg straight. I'm going to start you out with a full one, and then I'll show you modifications. You're going nice and slow and controlled. You're not looking up at the ceiling. You're looking through your legs. If you cannot do that, you set your head down. That is okay. The problem with doing Pilates too quickly, you're going to get a sore neck if you do not have the tummy strength to keep that shoulder blades up off the mat. And you don't have to go as low as I'm going. You can be straight up to the sky. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're starting out, you're doing it, and you're gradually progressing. Bring those knees into your chest and circle around. I don't care if you can't do it like me. I just want you to do something to start making progress on building a strong core. All right, double leg stretch is next. I'll show you the full move, then I'll show some modifications. Again, lifting your shoulder blades up off the mat, looking through. You're going to make a V and then circle around, keeping everything from the lower, your bra strap, down to your chest, your hip, sorry, I couldn't think of the word. This is a double leg stretch and down. Keeping your head down if you want. Keeping those ribs engaged. Don't pop your ribs open. You don't have to bring your arms very far back. You can take out the arms altogether if that's just too difficult and bring legs straight out. You can bring the legs just straight up and down. That's all working your core. That's the level that you're at today. I'm going to do one more. Good. Bring those knees in. Circle around. That just gives my low back a little massage, taking a nice little break. We're going to do a single leg straight next. I'll show you the full move as always, and then modifications. Legs straight up, lifting up, grabbing one calf, dropping the opposite leg, pull, pull, and then switch, breathing out. You keep going with that one. Keeping your head on the ground, you can bend your legs. Just bring your hands behind you. Keep that low back on the mat. You can keep your knees completely bent. You could go back to alternating heel taps if you would like. Oh, this is a great move to get a little hamstring stretch there. You are definitely working the core. You're working your hip flexors a bit and the tummy, of course. All right. Bring your knees to your chest. If you do have osteoporosis, I don't want you to lift your head up off the mat at all. Good job. Double legs straight. Everybody's head's going to stay on the mat with this one. This is a hard one. I'm going to show you the full one, legs straight up in the air. Brace that low back and your hands on the mat. Reaching your toes long away from you. Bring them down to about 45 degrees and then come back up. You don't need much lower to feel this one. And up. Oh, I feel that already. You're going to feel this in your inner thigh, your outer thigh, the hip flexors, the tummy, and making sure you're not feeling it in your low back. Last one. Good. I didn't show you many modifications for that one. You can just bend your knees and straighten them for that one. All right, the bicycle or the crisscross is a no-no for osteoporosis. I'll show you a modification that you can do. Hands behind your head. For those of you who can do it, you're going to reach your shoulder to the opposite knee as you straighten the opposite leg. It's not the elbow per se. You're trying to twist as much as you can by bringing the shoulder blade there. If you've got osteoporosis, just go back to that alternating toe tap. That'll work fine without any twisting. Or you can do just a straight leg stretch out, okay? Oh, that's done. All right. Knees, bring your feet wider than the mat. We're going to get a little stretch here. Now bring one knee in towards the center of the mat. Feel that nice stretch through the front of your leg. And let's go back to the other side. Oh, that feels so good. Now the next move, you're going to put feet flat on the floor, arms out to the side, keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. You're going to bring both knees over to one side and then lift up and over to the other side. Again, you're twisting your spine here if you've got osteoporosis. I don't want you to do this move either. Any twisting or forward flexion is a no-no. So what you can do is just keep your feet wider than the mat and just give me a little stretch. If you want to take it up a level, you bring your knees up and you try to bring the knees over to one side without letting those shoulders lift up, and you use your core to lift those knees up. We're not doing too many of these, I'm sorry. I ran out of time. All right, Pilates bridge, feet flat on the floor. A little different than a normal bridge in a leg strength workout. You're going to peel your body off the mat, your spine off the mat, and then you're going to press it down as if it's Velcro. Just pressing it one vertebra at a time. Now peel it all the way up. And then press it all the way down. And then peel it up and press it down. Excellent job. Nice and slow, trying to get some flexibility in your spine while you're working your glutes and your hamstrings. Give me one more. Hold it up there and pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to roll over onto your side, push yourself up to sitting, and we're going to do a 30-second plank. I'm going to show you a couple of variations. And you can also do plank up against the wall if you want to stand up and don't feel like doing plank. I think you could probably do some of these variations or just watch and stretch, okay? All right, so starting out a plank, you're going to be on your elbows because I want to save the wrists for this one. And then you're going to walk your knees away from you so you have a straight line from your head to your knees. This is level 1. And then level 2 is you set your toes down and you hold it, setting your knees down at any time that you need to take a break. You ready to try for 30 seconds? Find your position, and you're on your knees, or you set your toes down, and you go. Now I want a couple things I want you to do, making sure you're lifting up through your tummy, strong core. Your butt's not up, it's level. Head stays in line with your spine, it's not down. You're breathing, holding on, setting the knees down at any time. Just take a little break. Or if you're on a knee plank, that's fine too. You're just progressing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those knees down. Bring a little bit wider and sit back for a child's pose for me. If this hurts your knees at all, don't do it. You can just stay here, round up and down. All right, now we will be on our hands and knees. We're going to be working on our low back for what's called a bird dog. If this hurts your knees, I'll show you a different version in the inset here, okay? So hands and knees, bring one leg straight back, get that balance. Now take away the opposite arm and hold that right there, looking down at the mat. This works on your balance. Low back, get that leg up there. Hold that tummy in and switch to the other side. Lift up, breathe, don't hold your breath. 2, 1, and come to the other side. Get that leg up there as high so you can feel your low back working. If you can only do the leg, that's fine. Take the arm out of it. That'll still work your low back. Oops, I forgot to switch to the other side, sorry. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Round your back up. Stretch it into a cat stretch. Tilt your pelvis down too, and then other way. And then round up, and then the other way. Good. Round up, and then the other way. Let's get on our side. We're going to work the side of the leg, which is a key part of your core. Helps with your balance, helps with your posture. So legs straight out. Head is on your pillow or cradled in your arm. Bottom leg is bent. Toe is going to point up to the ceiling, and you're going to lift up as high as you can, all right? You are leaning back just slightly. This is a little bit of a nice stretch. We're going to do toes in a couple different directions for the side leg work. Good. Last one. Now the foot is flat, and you lift up. So your hips are stacked in this position. All right, you're really focusing on the side of the leg. Let smaller range of motion to focus on that side of the leg. All right, now the toe is going to point down, so you're going to lean forward just a little bit. Lift your heel up, an even smaller range of motion. You're going to work the side and the butt here as well as the side of the leg. Try to get all that area of the side leg to build up that core strength. So you have good balance, you don't fall, you have good posture. All right, top leg comes in back, bottom leg is straight for inner thigh. Lifting that leg up, working the inner thigh muscle. Another important missed muscle in a lot of our workouts, but Pilates will take care of that. Good, keep going. Feel the muscle that you're working. Focus on that muscle. Use that muscle to lift that leg up off the mat. Give me a couple more. That's it. Push yourself up. Swing your legs around. We're going to catch the other side. Quickly, quickly. On your side. Bottom leg is bent. Here we go. Lift that leg up. Oh, toe pointed up this time. Got a little distracted. Toe up. So big range of motion. Nice stretch. This really works more of the front of the leg. Oh, my hips are popping. Oh, there it went away. Good. Now toe pointing towards me. So flat foot to the ceiling. Hips stacked. Abs pulled in. Feel that working on the side of your leg. Play around with it to make sure you're getting the most effective workout for this move that we're doing right now. Now the toe pointing down, leaning forward just a little bit, lot smaller range of motion. Oh, I feel that right through here, right through the side of my glute butt area and up in through the love handle area. Last one of that move will not get rid of love handles. The only way you get rid of love handles, inner thigh lift, is through reducing your body weight. Got to get rid of the fat. You got to build the muscle, but you got to get rid of the fat on top, and the only way you can do that is to lose some weight. Unfortunately, there's no spot reduction in my world. Keep going, work that inner thigh. Forgot to remind you about your chin. I was looking down at my timer. Through all these moves, I want you to keep your chin nice and level, not down towards your chest, like most of us spend most of our day looking down at our phone or our computer. Good, keep going. Last one, lift up. Excellent job. Okay, that was it. We worked the core on your back. Let's get a really nice stretch. Putting one foot on top of the other, lifting up that leg. We're only doing a short stretch. I apologize. I wanted to keep this to 20 minutes. Whew. So if you feel a little cranky tomorrow, get a good stretch in. Good hamstring stretch will help your low back if you're feeling anything in your low back. Let's take the other foot and bring it on the other leg. This is stretching out your hips, by the way, right here. We did a lot of work with those in the side leg lifts, okay? Deep breath in and pull that in just a little bit more, or lean away from me or towards the bottom leg. Roll yourself up to sitting or turn on your side and come up to sitting. Let's do a quick inner thigh stretch. Oh my gosh, the timer's already running out. Let's just do this, no timer. Deep breath in, lean forward, relax, exhale. And then come up. Great job. I'm so proud of you for focusing on your core and taking some time to really build that core strength, because it's so important as we age. Any questions, you let me know. Any problems, you let me know, and I can help you with any modifications. Other than that, see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.